Hello everybody, this is Jose Betancourt, and as always, thank you for viewing my videos. I appreciate if you leave me a thumbs up at the end of this video, and if you haven't done so, subscribe. You might like my previous work as well. Now, speaking of content creations or creating videos, whatever you want to call it, I've been podcasting for going on 10 years. This fall will mark the 10th year I've been podcasting. And let me tell you something, it's an eternity because podcasting is a lot of work. Creating YouTube content is just as difficult, if not a little more difficult, because you're dealing with video and you have a much broader audience that can view your content at any given moment. Being a content creator on YouTube, you just don't know what's going to work and what's going to fail. I've done videos that I felt were some of my best work, and they get 100 views in 3 months, you know. And then there's other times where I throw in a video and it clicks with people, no pun intended. So you just don't know, and understanding your audience is a tricky. I mean, there's no science to it. A lot of people can give you advice and give you recommendations, but knowing your audience, it's an impossible task. So that is why what I do is I allow my audience to know me. Plain and simple. The individual you're listening to now is the same individual that is going to speak to you on the phone. I'm the same person you would talk to had we met on the train. There is nothing different about me that there's, and I'm leaving all these errors in here. I know some people like to edit out certain errors because everything I'm talking about is off the top of my head. So I'm being honest here. I'm being me with you. Sounds like a freaking R&B song. But anyway, so I want the audience to know who I am, because there's no way I'm going to know everyone. There's no way I'm going to understand the mentality of my audience. It's just too many people. So that's why, as a content creator, I feel it is important that people know who you are. And they'll gravitate to you because there's somebody who will agree with your opinion. And a lot of times, there are people who do not agree with you, but they'll come back just to see what type of opinion or content you're going to put up, and they look forward to disagreeing with you. Now, disagreeing with somebody doesn't mean you don't respect that individual. I can get into a debate with many people, with some of my friends, and we can, debate for hours, but at the end of the day, we respect the fact that we're individuals and we believe in a certain opinion, or we both have opinions. And at the end of the day, we're not trying to change who we are because somebody else believes in something else. We're just sharing our opinions amongst each other. And as a content creator, that's what you're basically doing. You're sharing what you believe in, what you like, with an audience. And not everyone is going to like it. There are times where I'll put up a video that I think is spectacular, and people will hate it. It's just a weird, event. Like, I'm not over exaggerating. If you've been doing YouTube videos, if you've been a podcaster for quite some time, you understand that it is very difficult to read that audience. So I feel it's very important. Be yourself. Create content that reflects who you are. Like, I see a lot of people depending on drama to create clicks, to create a buzz, to create some relevance. I see people reading off, and I'm talking about video games here. Now, I know a lot of people on my, people who subscribe to my channel, because I put so many different types of content. I put electronics, I put, comedy, I put video games. So I know there are some of you who really could care less about this particular video because it's video game related. So I'm talking about the video game community, specifically on YouTube, where a lot of people are creating a lot of drama on YouTube. And they do it because it creates a buzz. They generate clicks, they get new subscribers, and quite frankly, if it works, they're going to continue to do it. But eventually, those individuals, they run out of things to talk about, and so they become repetitive. You could almost predict what they're going to say video after video. And I would never want to be known as that. I'd rather do quality work, or at least quality work that I believe is quality. And I'd rather have a good nap. I'd rather go to bed knowing that I did an honest day's work on YouTube or on a podcast, and that I was myself. I didn't try to emulate anybody else. I didn't try to generate cheap clicks that will give me a few dollars here and there. No, that's not who I am. Who I am is exactly who you're listening to right now. And there are people that I have subscribed to who have YouTube channels that are related to video games. Some of them call themselves the voice of Xbox. That individual I unsubscribed to recently because that individual became very repetitive, using vulgarity to describe people. And it was almost on schedule as to when these particular words were going to be used. And at the end of the day, I was like, I don't need this. I can, he's reading off web articles. I can easily go and read them myself. And I had to unsubscribe. So there are others who will podcast for like 6 hours and do nothing but create drama towards other YouTubers and generate heat by talking about a rival console, in this case PlayStation 4, and gather a following of people who just enjoy misery. The joke about misery loves company, that's legit. And so you can see, based on the amount of subscribers these people have, the amount of clicks these videos get, you can see that misery loves company. So if that's your thing, generating a quick click, a quick subscriber base by talking about other people, reading off news articles, and becoming unoriginal, then you know what? God bless you. If that's what you like doing, then so be it. But that's the beauty of being a content creator. You can create content that suits your personality. Me, I feel like I'm legit. I'm for real. People understand where I'm coming from. And that is the only way that, for me, YouTube works. For me. I'm not basing my opinion and trying to convince you that this is fact. Because that's another thing that a lot of people do, no matter what it is. It could be in electronics, in politics, in video games. A lot of people assume that their opinion is fact. And once you start realizing that a content creator is basing their opinion as fact, then I turn off the video instantly, because that means that particular individual is trying to convince me and trying to dictate as to what I should believe in. And if I leave comments, the beautiful thing is that the comment section is so important, because this particular video, somebody could totally disagree with what I'm saying, and I don't expect anyone to agree with what I'm saying. I'm just being who I am. So if after this video you decide, you know what, Jose, you suck, your voice is annoying, blah, 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 hey, I gotta respect that, because it's your opinion. I'm not going to try to change your mind, because you're not going to change mine. And if, as an individual, that's what you believe in, then so be it. I have to respect that. And I have to just thank you for your comment. Thank you for watching the video. And, and move on. Because regardless if you hate my content or you appreciate it, The fact that you take some time out of your day to watch or listen to my stuff, that has to be appreciated, because we live in a busy world, and as an individual, time is so precious. So if I can get people to watch 11 minutes of my work, that in itself is a huge achievement. That is unbelievable, and there are plenty of people who don't appreciate that. They don't appreciate the time people take out of their day to watch them or listen. I do podcasts and I do YouTube videos, so I'm always busy when it comes to creating content, and I love it. I truly do. And just because I love it doesn't mean I'm good at it. You know? So my advice to all content creators, whether you're just starting or you're a veteran, just be yourself. You'll hear a lot of people say that, but be yourself. And eventually you'll find a niche, you'll find an audience, and at the end of the day, you'll sleep better. But anyway, I'm Jose Betancourt. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Until next time, you take care.